Okay, so going back to the previous panel, at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this next panel right here that has I would say like the answer to like, who it was saying the, like the daddy daddy speech. So give me a moment, I'm just going to move this thing over just a little bit so I can frame this for the video. I'm going to press my L for my lasso tool, and I'm going to select this panel. So this is going to be the reveal. I'm going to press and hold down the command key, and I'm going to click the letter C as in Charlie to copy that. Go into my template, and I'm going to press and hold down the command key and press Vicky on the keyboard. This will paste the image. And I'm going to grab my move tool and move this into place. So at this point, looking at the story, and by the way, if you hold down your space bar, I think I may have mentioned before, you can actually, while zoomed into an image, you know that I'm zoomed in because you don't see pages 3, 4, 5, or 6 at the top. If you hold down your space bar, you can actually get this hand tool, and it makes it very convenient to, to move around a zoomed portion of your screen. So we have the reveal of the child saying, daddy, daddy, like I want to get on the ride or whatnot. And I think I need an expression. So I'm going to see what my options are in the sketch area. So if I hold down my space bar and just drag it up, I jump to the next scene, which is the come on, and then, let's get in line. So I feel like I'm missing a panel right here. So that's the reason why I'm going to go back to my final template. And I'm going to press my B as in Bravo, and D to default colors of black and white. X will swap those colors. And I'm going to make my brush size a tad bigger by clicking the right bracket key. And remember, those keys are to the right of the letter P on your keyboard. So you can see I'm just quickly, roughly putting in like a white space. That way the green isn't so distracting. And I'm going to press the letter X again. This reverts my colors so that the black is the foreground color and the white is the background. And I'm going to press my left bracket key so I can get my brush size back down to something that's drawing. To a brush size that's more manageable. And I need an expression at this point, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pair of eyes. And notice how my eyes are not, I'm purposely not centering them. I'm shifting them to the lower portion of the head and over to the right. And just by doing that, it just gives the illusion that he is looking towards the lower right side, which is a good thing because, again, when people are, I'm going to say again though, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when people read a page, they typically jump to like words on a screen. So for example, word balloon will typically go to the faces. We'll linger around to whatever the eyes are looking at, but we typically go to the eyes. And that's the reason why the eyes are at a certain level. And then, of course, to directional cues. So you have this hand going up and he's looking up and the big reveal. And then I like how this panel, not only does it show or demonstrate that this ride is like really domineering, but it also adds a visual cue for us to look back down to this person on the left side. At this point, we have the characters, eyes again, word balloon. I don't know if I really like the word balloon tail going towards the right side. That's the reason why I kind of, finagle a little bit with that. But we do know that we're going to go down to this lower panel right here. And at this point, the kid is saying, see, I can be a big kid too, or whatnot. Or maybe he's with his big brother, or maybe it's a girl, with the big sister or whatnot. So, but we want another character to make our main character feel like even more pressure to get on this ride. So that's the reason why I'm going to give this person an expression. They're like, oh, great. I'm going to add a big sad face for our shoulder area. And then maybe like the nachos or fries or whatever that greasy product is in his hand as a motivating frame. So at this point, we're pretty much done with page 2. I'm not totally sold on this lower right panel being a page turner. It's not as exciting as this, where this question in this case where we don't know what the character is looking up at. In this case, the character is simply reacting to what this kid is saying. So I may end up changing this, as we, finesse the drawings a bit more. And again, like, as you can see, I'm still editing as I'm, going along. I need to now rotate this entire canvas around. So in order to rotate the whole template, the whole page, not just a little element, I'm going to go to Image Rotation. I'm going to choose 180 degrees. This rotates the entire canvas around. And so that I can see what I'm doing, I'm going to click the letter Z on my keyboard. It gives me my zoom tool. And if I hold down the Option key, you'll see the little takeaway sign. So if I click and drag towards the left, I zoom out. And at this point, I'm going to go to page 3. And let's see. So, I think an idea just occurred to me how to possibly solve the problem in, over here on page 2. So excuse me as I go to image rotation, 180. And I'm going to resolve this before I forget. So the resolution is that the character's expression is pretty much the same, even though we have two shots that are different. This one's more of a medium shot. This is more of a wide shot. But because it's the same, I can now change this expression to look towards the right side. And for those of you who are, wait a minute, isn't he erasing? The reason why it's coming out green is because I'm erasing whatever's on this layer, which is that white layer that I drew. So it would have been smarter to press B for brush, X, so that the white is on top, and actually just paint this white. So I forgot, but it's no big deal. X again, so that the black foreground color is at the top. And I'm going to lower my brush size. And at this point, I'm going to have the character look towards the right side. And he's now looking very enthusiastic. And I think at this point, I'm going to have a text box over here saying, come on. And this is going to be the motivating panel so that we look over to the right side. Or, sorry, to go to the next page. I'm going to go back to the image rotation, 180 degrees. I hope you see the value of making the crappy drawings, because if you linger too much on a particular drawing, you're less likely to just erase or add on. You're going to feel like it's too much effort. So that's the reason why I just like throwing these popsicle headed characters. I'm going to go back to the original sketch. And so the come on, this makes now a lot more sense. So I'm going to use M on my keyboard, just to M as in Mary, because it gets my rectangular selection tool. I'm going to select this. I'm going to hold down the command key and click the letter C. That copies it. I go to my final template, and here goes the reveal. That it's his lady friend who is motivating him to, to go hurry up. So at this point, I think, before I get any further, if I zoom out my page, letter Z, hold down Option, and then drag to the right, drag to the left, I'm coming close to the conclusion of this 6-page story. So I think it would make a lot more sense for me to, to start dropping in the twist ending, or like the conclusion at this point. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my sketch, and then I still have my zoom tool, so I'm going to hold down the Option key, zoom out a little bit, move my canvas, and the payoff panel right here. I'm going to select this with my L for lasso tool. Command C to copy it. And Command Vicky to paste it. I'm just going to press Vicky again by itself from the Move tool. I'm going to move it into place. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep that right here. I think that's my payoff. I'm going to go back to my sketch. And I think before this, so you can kind of see like this. I don't know if I'll keep this. This is kind of gross. Where like it's going in her face. But I think I may have her. I think I'll have a more dramatic. Well, I don't know what's more dramatic than this shot right here though. But I'll probably have her looking towards the right side and getting splashed in the face. But I think I'm going to get a reaction from him so that we see this payoff more so.